Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you niggas. Now, I told you guys. Brad Stevens is overrated. I told you. You have two guys. Got it. You have two guys who feel like they're the guys, they can do this and that, they don't have to listen. The Celtics have had the most talented team the past 6 years. They have. And for them to be underachieving like they are, it's a shame. It's pitiful. It is very pitiful. Brad Stevens is a college coach. He doesn't know how to assign roles. The one guy in the live earlier this morning, he was talking about the Lakers need Phil Jackson. No, Boston Celtics need Phil Jackson. They would be better accustomed to playing with the Phil Jackson than the Lakers, because I'm telling you, Jason Tatum isn't that guy. He isn't that guy. He has the skill set, he has the talent, but he's not that guy. He's not that guy at all. Jaylen Brown could be that guy. But he comes and goes. He's too inconsistent. And all you fans, you Boston fans who said Kemba Walker's better than Kyrie, how's it looking now? I told everybody. I said, okay, you getting Kemba Walker. We'll see what y'all do. Y'all got Kemba Walker now. So I don't hear no excuses, but last year, the pandemic hit. And to me, I didn't count that for anybody. Whoever won that pandemic championship, after being off for 4 months, I said I'm not crowning them. I'm not. I didn't care if Kawhi would have won, or I said, look, that championship last year do not count. Now, this year, you're starting to see something. Giannis and the Bucks are growing in front of your eyes. They're growing in front of your eyes. Everybody who's been dissing Giannis, talking bad about him, destroying the kid, it's a travesty. Giannis gets all type of backlash, but yet you guys still let LeBrownies get away with stuff. It's a shame. This is a guy who was never chosen to be the face of the league. This is the guy This is the guy who basically has improved every year on his post game and improved every year getting better at an aspect of his game. He's making better decisions. Something like we never really seen from him a lot. He's making a lot of better decisions. Drew Holiday is showing you how to run it instead of an Eric Bledsoe. Drew Holiday knows how to run the point. He knows how to play off the ball. He knows how to play with the ball in his hands. And Drew is an elite defender. But because he's about 6'4", 6'5"-ish. He has long arms. Very strong for his size. And he knows how to open the game up. Giannis, they're putting Giannis in the post a lot more instead of letting him take the ball up at the key all the time, which I've been screaming. Let the man get in the post and let him operate. You can't stop Giannis in the post. That's why I don't understand why nobody taught him a post game. Just teach him a post game and teach him a mid-range. Giannis is good. He don't need a three like that. See, that's the problem. Y'all want everybody to play like each other. When you don't need to. Everybody plays just alike. It's sad. Now, Jason Tatum got this big ego. Everybody blasted Kyrie Irving saying that, oh, he's the problem. He's the problem. Well, what happened to Pat? I mean, last year I give him a pass, but dude, this year what they been doing without Kyrie? I kept telling you guys, Boston Celtics, they need a real coach. If you get them a real coach, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. But see, Boston, they're going to keep him another year. They're not going to fire that coach because he's white, for one. Two, he's white. Three, he's white. And Boston is mainly white. So all I'm saying is this. The accountability factor. Who's going to be accountable? That's how you're born a leader. That's how you're... You know what Kyrie did this year? Nobody caught it. Kyrie told James Harden right away, you're the point guard. I'll be the two guard. And everybody blasted him on Undisputed, Shannon and them. Like, but what you think did? What you think did? You know, I just wish Goatmouth just shut the hell up, man. Bass mouth, bass ass dude. I just wish he shut up. He don't know nothing about basketball. We know Harden is a point guard, idiot. Kyrie told Harden that to give him the assurance that, yo, you can handle the ball. I'll play off of you. That's what you do. That's how you build the team up. That's what Kyrie was trying to tell the other guys, Tatum and them. He loved Tatum and Brown and them. He wanted to groom them. He wanted to grow them into better players. But no. They cried like a bunch of itches, thinking we don't need him. We don't need them. You know, we don't need him or Gordon Hayward and stuff. And guess what? All of them guys are balling but you guys. Charlotte has been out playing you guys all year. Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward have been destroying teams. And they don't need you. Everybody trying to say, well, because of LaMelo. It's not because of LaMelo. Look, stop hyping them Lotto up. LaMelo did good. You know, he was on pace to get Rookie of the Year. But no, he was not. Terry Rozier is the reason they were balling. Him and Gordon Hayward. They were playing out of their mind. They're very comfortable with each other. And they're showing you how it's done. Boston talked all that trash about Rozier and all them guys. Like they don't need him and stuff, you know, but hey, they don't need you. Kyrie balling in Brooklyn. Whenever he's not taking a leave of absence, he's balling. Flat Earth has come to play. Flat Earth said, listen, the earth is flat. I'm not going to tell you again. And he just continues to ball. They lost choked in last night, and Irving carried those guys to victory. But are they going to give him credit? No. Because it's a media agenda. He went out there and destroyed. Did his thing. But now, is it time to push the panic button for Boston? All Boston need is a legitimate coach who could come in there and assign roles and put guys in their perfect spots. If this is going to be Tatum's team, you need to let them know this is Tatum's team. And if nobody wants to hear that, you need to deal them. Y'all sure as hell let Kyrie walk out the door. I don't hear Paul Pierce talking all that trash this year. I don't hear Kendrick Perkins talking all that shit this year. I don't hear KG talking no shit this year. Talking all that cash. Yo big fake tough ass talking all that trash. I know you ain't talking, KG. As much as guys used to punk your ass, the big guys, the centers and forwards, man, they used to put you in the blender. They used to be about to knock your punk ass out. And you round here talking trash about Kyrie and this. You guys were salty. Y'all were salty because Kyrie didn't want to play for y'all bums. He didn't want to play with y'all because you guys were selfish. Y'all didn't want to listen to his leadership. Now look at you. And I told everybody about Evan Fournier. So stop telling me about my knowledge. I told y'all Evan Fournier is a bum. He always does this. He's starting off slow. He's going to have probably a couple monster games coming up. And then everybody going to be like, oh, Fournier, man, he good. And then he, when you least expect it, you can't depend on him. You can't depend on him at all. Now, all these Laker fans who basically was talking all this about Drummond. I hope Drummond gets back healthy, but he'll be back healthy and then they'll win some games. The NBA is not going to let them fail. You guys don't understand that. They're not going to let them lose. They're going to put them in perfect position so when LeBrownies come back or Cottonelle come back, they'll be all right. But this just goes to show you, LeBrownies is going to be a terrible owner and a terrible GM. He is. Because he keeps playing with players' lives. If you just trade players away and just do them any kind of way, that's what happens. This guy said last night or early this morning in the chat, it's better to trade the players away instead of confronting them. I was like, that's why he's 4-6. Well, he's 3-6-1. I don't count that championship. So he's 3-6-1. That's why they suck. That's why he sucked. Because he's too busy wanting to trade people instead of being a leader and a man and going at them. Then want to call Kobe Bryant a bully. Yeah, Kobe Bryant was a bully. Good. Because if it wasn't for him, Pau Gasol wouldn't have been Gasol in them finals when they needed him. Bynum would have made an all-star game if he was being all nice. Has Bynum made an all-star game after he left Kobe? No, the fat, lazy bum got hurt. What did Lamar Odom do? Nothing. What did all those players, I want somebody to go look up all those players that played with Kobe. What did they do before Kobe and what did they do after Kobe? Deadly squat. Kobe wanted to win. And I respect that. I respect the guy who gets in your face. And then he gonna try to talk about Jeremy Lin and Nick Young, two bums. You gonna bring up two bums that Kobe got on. Yeah, Kobe got on. You know why Nick Young's not in the league no more? Because Nick Young was soft. And he had too many times having fun with the booger sugar. He was soft. He played too much. He didn't take it seriously. Jeremy Lin just cannot play. And I told people that. Once they figured Jeremy Lin out, he's done. And then after that, he kept getting hurt. The guy just ain't all that. And Kobe kept cussing him out because he didn't like him. Because he already saw what I saw. He saw Ussy. He Ussy, dog. And then tried to say if you put Ray Allen on the Lakers team, dude, Ray Allen can't defend like Kobe. Kobe's defense was intricate in those 3 championships. That's where you fail to realize. Kobe's ability to run the point, his ability to know the plays, put guys in the right spot. You see, you guys don't watch the game. It's not all about numbers. It's about the impact of your numbers. Kobe had way more impact on the game than Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron, Scottie Pippen, they're all the same. They're complementary players. They're not that head guy. They can't be. They have to have somebody there to be the leader and take the pressure off of them. Last year, you had AD and Rondo for LeBron. Before that in Cleveland, you had Kyrie, but when Kyrie left, he couldn't take it. The league was going to put him in the finals anyway. They cheated Boston. They cheated Indiana the first series when that was a goaltend by LeBron on Victor Oladipo. But they ain't going to say nothing about that, right? But see, you guys are lost. You guys have to understand that basketball is a team sport and it's chemistry. If you do anything to disrupt that chemistry, your season's over. So, the Celtics, to me, they got to let go of that coach. The LeBrownies, everybody need to stop panicking. It was one game. Drummond was out for a month. He'll be back. But LeBrownies is showing me why he's a top 60 player. He's a top 60 player. He's not in the 50. He's like a top 60, maybe top 70 player. The guy is a front runner, and he's not that impressive to me. Cottonelle need to come back tougher. If Cottonelle Davis don't come back tougher, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. And plus, who's the leader on their team? They don't have any leader. So when the game gets thick and it gets tough, who's going to bring the troops back? Who's going to put the troops together? Kyrie was doing that when they won that championship in Cleveland. In Miami, D. Wade and Bosh was doing that. They were leading the team. Udonis Haslem, he was doing that. He was the vocal leader. That's why LeBron, he's lost his first years in Cleveland. Because he couldn't take the pressure. He folded. And then the Clippers, you don't even have to worry about them. They'll be all right. Because Rondo going to come in there and put them boys in shape. But DC, I would let DeMarcus come off the bench, play the 4, and then put Zubac at the 5. And for Brooklyn, I would not throw Kevin Durant in there right away. I would do Kevin Durant like Chris Bosh. I would put him on the bench, and I would ease his way back into the starting lineup. Because you don't want to disrupt that flow. Now that Harden's hurt, if KD comes back before Harden, then I would try to ease him back in, but I wouldn't put him in there right away. I would let KD get some games under his belt, get his win back, let him finish the game like Ginobili used to do. I don't know why people get mad when you're on the bench to start the game. Ginobili did it. But KD, you know, he'll be a starter, but he just has to get himself back right. He's not up to par right now. And he's not. He has to get himself back right, which I believe he will. Just bring him off the bench slowly, Steve Nash, and let him work his way back. But, and also this guy kept coming in, Samurai kept talking about, what's his face? Phil Jackson, and I'm like, I wouldn't put Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson would fit in Boston, hypothetically speaking, because I know he's not going to come back. But if Phil Jackson was to come back, I would see him in Boston. He could work better with those young guys than anybody else. He would put them in a triangle, and it would work because those guys are very intelligent. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, all of them could play off the ball, and they know how to read the offense. Because see, in the triangle, you really don't need a strong point guard, a guy who's going to have the ball in his hands and just distribute it like a Magic. You don't need a Magic for a triangle. You would run the triangle a lot of times when you have a big man, or you would have somebody who's your dominant player, you would rotate it around. And plus those Celtics, them guys could move without the ball well. So to me, Phil would fit more with Boston than he would LA. But that's just my thoughts. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive notifications. And if you like what you hear, you can donate to the page, Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy!